No, but they hug you, they squeeze you. Maybe too much at times. But yeah, we're into Overpass.
Snakes on a plane. Nah, these are snakes on a limb. And well, going out on a limb here, it's going to be VP Prodigy with a bit of mid-aggression, isn't it, Hugo? Bruninho, new addition.
Dude, Delusion looks like awesome in his little photo in the bottom left. That guy looks like cracked. He's crazy.
Yeah.
Dad, are you sure he's young enough? Trust me, I am 16.
Yeah.
Looks a bit old for me, but what do I know?
He's like in his mid-40s.
That's a great photo. All right. I'll try and contain myself. Result with the first, and it's a result for Result. Double kill down Con as VP starts strong. It's Furia waiting on the short side. HPS needs a couple of bangers here. There's the first, but runs dry, and it's Lomic. Big boy Lomic on the P2 Schmitty, able to take him down. 4-on-2. Into the stack, doesn't matter. VP have the numbers.
Yeah, is it a stack if it's 2? I guess it is, or everyone that's available. Yo, and ZMB.
Yes.
ZMB. Oh, baby, they still don't know about him. Ah, he's out of ammo, having a reload.
No.
Oh, one bullet from Delusion, and that there is a wonderful little debut in the pistol.
Yes,
Closes it out just about for VP Prodigy.
Wait, he doesn't look like his ID photo. He doesn't look like his passport. How'd he sneak in here? Yeah, great start.
Look at this as well. Look at this
awesome.
gaming attire. You guys thought cat ears attached to the headphones was cool.
We're going full polar bear helmet.
There's also a like a V for Vendetta mask back there as well in the background.
Nice.
I don't know if you saw that. And also parry match odds coming down the pipeline. VP Prodigy as the favorites.
Yeah, I mean, 4.
I don't know why I said it like that.
No,
that was
exactly.
weird.
Yeah, you're Italian. 4-on-2 that almost goes the wrong way, but almost won't cut it. They'll take that round. Furia Force. Couple of this and that. Some pistols, some armor, an MP9. Flash from Monster, but it's still smoked right now. They don't know what lurks behind. VP are ready to pop all the way through into this B site.
Oh, that's a nice opener out of Result. The Eagles for Furia hoping that they can reply, that they can respond. But this short wrap is getting wrapped itself, mate. It's wraps on wraps, and oh no! Somehow, some way, they've been able to make a bit of a meal out of that one. Delusion's coming with a quick double, and suddenly, a bit of a sigh of relief for VP Prodigy. They no longer have to commit to this B play into the stack.
They might even go back after 15, 20 seconds. They just want to check the flank, make sure that Furia start doubting themselves, and look, they do. They already rotate one man back up to that top site, Harry, leaving just Decenty on 4 health on B. So nice recommit in the late round for VP. Basically guarantees this is theirs unless we see some unbelievable Deeg shots. I'm not holding out for it. Here's the smoke go out from short, but double monster walk. And into the site they get. Easy kill, and Smoke in Heaven forces the last player down lower. They don't know he's out yet. Oh, there's the spot. Kara's probably not got long left.
Hugo, I just realized you called that a polar bear. It has a horn.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I just saw it as like white.
It has a big
it's like a unicorn.
It is a unicorn, yeah.
Oh, damn.
One of the only horned land animals.
Rhinos?
There's actually quite a few. I realized as I said it, like, that's
what
not
else?
True.
Do antlers count?
Antlers and horns.
Pretty close. Depends how sharp the antler is, maybe. I don't know. We'll get to this in the break. Let's see what VP are up to. We're going to throw to their team comms. And
I wonder if they're talking about that.
И у меня уже активация. Ну, когда орём, громко, поэтому слышно. Спокойно, если говорить не будет.
Нормально, такой же темп, пацаны, не заставляемся.
Да, все правильно.
Есть флеш. Порвали.
Дым 9 даю.
3 будет. Ой, 3 будет.
Молик и беседа. Охо путаще.
Молик бочки дал.
Все не видел.
Подъем нету.
Осторожно, говно,
осторожно, говно.
Заберите эту базу, брат.
Еще бьяли.
Ваня в ловушку нас загнал.
Лучше.
Хорош.
You could hear the panic when Delusion spots 4 players in pit. It's also calm. Oh, B's empty. They're all here. But it's all under control. Full Eco gets swept aside by VP Prodigy, and this start of Overpass is pretty damn good on the T side. CIS classic, you could say, Overpass. They do love it. Even Na'Vi have started to get good at the T side on this map. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I think largely in part due to the addition of one man in particular, someone who was no stranger to Academy squads in Bit, right? I think he's been a real key to success there. Yeah, no, this is a bit of a CIS staple. I mean, hell, I even have memories of almost beating Davcost here, Hugo, and I know you do as well.
Yeah.
Shout out Davcost one time.
Almost doesn't cut it.
Nah, 14-16, devastating loss. But
Otherwise known as a loss.
yeah. ZMB, over in the toilets. Can he come up a winner? Just misses the timing on this pixel cross. ZMB, you couldn't write this, but he does right his wrongs. And only good for one. Lomic, that's a free AWP, but if he did want to get his hands on it, Illusion donning it right now. Cowes over here at long. Gets matters back into the hands of Furia Academy with a little double. Now taking it one step further as well. Even goes on to a third despite being brought down so low. Now Lomic has hit a golden run here up through long, slipping the net of these A players. Cowes has no idea. He is, I was going to say he's dead for sure, but he's a smarter man than I.
Oh,
No,
you've
turn
really
back round,
wrecked
turn
him.
back round, turn back round.
Not
No,
again.
no.
Oh. Yeah, he wanted to hold that, but then he got shot from sight. And, well, he took someone with him at least. That orb will not get grabbed in time. Not even close. 3-1, though. Fury on the board. Nice start from Cowers. Really locks that down. And look, hey, Harry, we have some more photos on the Furia side as well. Both these teams making slight changes recently. Obviously, VP Prodigy have kept the same 4 stack throughout every season, and they've just swapped out that last player, be it Bloody K or to Zerishan. I think I said his name wrong, but something like that, and now Delusion. So that's kind of nice, keeping a pretty solid roster throughout all 3 seasons. Similar for Furia, right? This isn't too far away from their last roster either. These guys have been in Brazil pracking with 4 out of 5. Nice shot for Cowers. He's looking good right now. ZMB helping from middle. Smoked off, but that bomb is loose. 5-on-3. Resalt's crawling connector, trying to trap this A1S player inside. Cheerful goes for the swing, and it's a whiffed spray. So VP on their way back in this round, trying to dig themselves out of the hole.
Resalt's going to have a bit of a push and prod and see what he can get away with over here towards B Short. Playing a contact walk-up, hoping that he can find a gap to exploit. HPS playing a deep angle. Yeah. This is going to go one of 2 ways. Either he misses the timing and maybe gets his teammate's barrels killed, but no, it's going to be the latter, which is, walking deep. You get so far up, you start to assume that I found a big hole in the defense here.
What a dirty setup, though. Like, the last place you're checking coming out short is here when you get so much room.
Yeah, it only really gets risky in the event that they were like B splitting, right? Because then it gets a little bit claustrophobic having to hold both short and monster. That's where you're hoping like the barrel/pillar player can help you out, but it is still a very claustrophobic setup. For what they got run against them there, which is, the short walk, it was perfect. It was picture perfect. And it's put Furia onto a second round. Perhaps most importantly, though, is the economic reset that VP Prodigy now face, having to come in with, a partial investment, some deagles on the guys that can afford it. But that's really all there is to write home about here. So this should be where Furia are able to equalize this up at 3-3.
Yeah, and this is a game that we got a good one out of Total Fire against Mouse, but this is one where it's far more level, right? We do expect a competitive one. We do expect, a close game on either map. So this should be no surprise. Those odds as well showed the same assumption. Just a couple of Glocks and Deagles walking around middle. Cheerful leading with that 1 Deag. Looking for exactly that. But back in the bomb site is Cowers and ZMB Orplus for now. Maybe good, to be honest. Up against pistols, you don't want to get overwhelmed by Glocks who will refuse to let go of W. Rifle going to be far more versatile, and Cowers is ready. Repeak is dead, and Cheerful, the 1D, now going to be cycled over. This is it for VP. It's Gladiator mode. 1 by 1, they try and use this Deagle, and now the Glocks flood as they get decimated. Nice clean round out of Furia Academy, keeping things even now at 3-3. And VP coming back in with guns, plus the orb.
you haven't had too many of these like early skirmishes in mid, right? For the most part, haven't had too many peaks. Oh, 5-man boost. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Oh, slide. Yes, too late though. Maybe a jump from. Oh no.
Hang on. You just saw the molly, the train,
yeah.
the train. Oh,
Yeah, it's only so long you can hold it, right? You don't want to be there forever.
Well, because you're just losing so much map control, right? That's the downside to this 5-man boost. Look at what's happened in the meantime, mate. Mid is gone, bro.
Yeah.
You've lost mid and long. If you hit B right now, you still catch this timing where there's only 2. HPS is enough alone, though. And even though they trade that out, he's kept it in the advantage of Furia Academy. That's massive out of these 2 B players, man. They were in a 2-on-5 for all intents and purposes there. And they've been able to keep Furia in the advantage, now teed up nicely for this retake. Result is the guy looking to complicate matters with a bit of aggression in towards water. Meanwhile, Rufire trying to play the long game, trying to play around that bomb. He's saying a Result right now, look, just try and take down as many as you can. You're all alone, and that's where he delivers. 3 kills from the man. The unicorn boy of VP Prodigy rises to the occasion and steals that round away from Furia from right under their noses.
That is mental as well. Not in a good position for a 3K, right? He's locked in. They should be able to trade him. Nowhere to go. Can't back out. Just has to commit. And despite HPS's monster 3K, Result.
Mess with the corn, get the horns, baby. Let's go listen into Furia.
Passou parquinho.
Fiz HF. Todo pitch, não.
Nada liga. Vem nada esgoto, falei por lá.
Tô de mira.
Pra esquerda.
Bagaram esgoto, né?
Mangar. O esgoto é meu, relaxa. Se meter. Tem liga? Pode ter liga.
Eu vou bangar, tá? No Fade.
Tá.
Fade. Tá pronta.
Vamos lá.
Eles podem entrar banheiro rock ou?
Pego. Banga, Bruno.
Banguei.
Pode
Pegaram
entrar
fundo,
banheiro
pegaram
agora.
fundo, pegaram fundo.
Nada.
Tá dando
Não,
pata, tá dando pata. Tem bug fundo se quiser.
Tá, deixa eu ver. Não
Dá
precisa,
cimento,
não.
guys, tô dando
Tem
pata.
fundo,
Tá.
peguei um fundo, eu tenho
Vamos
mais
abrir
fundo,
fundo,
eu tenho fundo.
Vamos abrir junto aqui, GPS.
Bora.
Bora.
2, 3.
Espera.
Eu tenho fundo, guys.
Ai, minha.
Fundo, mais um fundo miado, um de vida.
Aí, ó.
Dois fundos, guys, um tá com de vida.
Tô dando, ó. Virando fundo.
É um diabo, TD.
Ai, minha, relaxa, ai, minha. Ai, minha, vai beber. Ai,
Tá. Vem pra B, GPS.
ainda já. Tá na fundo.
Cimento, eu acho. Cimento na boca, tá? Vem knock. Pode ter sapão entrando na mira também.
Um pixel decente, guy.
Quando entrar, vai começar a entrar agora, Bruno, que ele tá bem recuado.
Tá, olha essa ponta, olhando de cimento, tá?
Tá, tô vendo só se saber a cabecinha. Ele pode passar pra esquerda na agachada. Não dá, guys, não dá. Vai ser pra ver essa porra. Tapão morto, fechei. Vou bangar por cima, alta, banguei.
Banga. Bom.
Outro, bomba e sapão.
Tá bom,
Tô na madeira, acho.
Tá. Tapão Alp e um no bomb na smoke.
Bom, menos smoke, decente.
Não, esse é o sapão Alp.
Ele tomou tiro, tá?
Tá aí, escutou?
Aí, valeu.
Damn, he fast, man. Delusion with a 4K on the AWP.
That was really nice, man. Even having the forethought to like read the misdirects with the flash over the water after the noise is made, right? He was ready for the box jump off. I really didn't think he would be. But very, very quick, very stylish AWPing out of Delusion. And you can see this has maybe shifted the parry match odds, man. They're feeling pretty confident in the VP Prodigy squad. Still early days, but already a nice looking T side starting to shape up. And another eco looming for Furia Academy. Things could get even sweeter, and really they should for VP Prodigy. Fast up the short side, Rufire leading the way with the MAC-10. Not afraid that he might make contact, and maybe he should have been. It's a pincer through connector and through short, and that's where Cheerful, big smile, big grin on his face, mops it up with 4 of his own.
Those are
Wanting
clean.
Delusion to steal all his limelight, Hugo.
No, of course not. Got to get the eeks when you can. Those are really nice shots as well. Only eco, but all headshots. No way for that to get out of control. Con covered. And VP Prodigy looking like they're very comfortable on the first map here of Overpass. Furia have more money though coming through, and ZMB's Orb it's looked good so far in the game. Haven't seen too many top hits for VP to See him challenged. There's still time. You know, to see Delusion on the AWP over Lomic, like, initially, I was like, wow, so shocked at that. You know, Lomic looked really, really good in Season 1 on that AWP at times, and bit of an all-rounder player. Like most AWPers, sick on pistols. We saw him at PT50 in this one. Always the case in VP. But Delusion, I mean, he's had the AWP once, he's 4K'd with it, so I'm willing to believe Cowers inside of toilets, behind the smoke, and they're walking out mid. He doesn't know how many numbers there are. And Cheerful looks like he wants to clear it. Smoke fading, and oh, the flash saves Cowers' life for only a moment. Then the AWP picks him up. Now it's up to ZMB. We need him to step up tall here. One shot, seen the jump. Oh! Lovely flick from ZMB, and the AWP's coming in to try and answer the problem.
Yeah, ZMB versus Delusion. That's one hell of a head-to-head, but he's actually rooted in through the toilets instead.
It's Rufai with the AWP. He's been legged, so he's taken it.
Oh, yeah. Delusion's going to reroute. That bomb still back at long. Once again, Result going to try and make a play in towards the short area, see if he can get away with anything here. Silent on the drop down. 30 seconds. That bomb is coming back, looking like it wants to rejoin up with Result here. Rufai going to try and sell a bit of an A-fake with the shavings of utility he has left over. Molly, Flash. It's kept two players there. However, now that you've made contact on B, it might feel all too obvious what the game plan was. And VP Prodigy, they decide after losing that first man in Result, they're just going to run for the hills. They're going to give this one over. And so Furia don't have to wait long to arrive back on the board. That's a very concise round, considering how it started with Cowers getting isolated over in the toilets. All thanks to ZMB's AWP, right? Popping off over here on the long side. Lovely little double.
This one. Whoa. Very clean. Yeah, it's actually a good save for VP there to play with 27, so perfect to drop over an AK. You can get 4 by here, it seems, or at least 4 rifles, if not 5. There it is. And so VP, actually no problem with that save. This is a map that is very common for Ts to save. You know, it's extremely hard to get map control when there's an AWP on the top site. B executes are often met with 3 CTs on defense. So never too surprised to see teams give it up in 2v4s. Very hard rounds to turn around. Delusion trying to put his AWP to good use, trying to find more openers. He's had a great game so far in the early days. 11 and 4. Now he goes towards short. Oh, missed Molly. That could have helped. But I guess we'll never know. Brunino not going to fall for the peak here. Just chilling on his angle. He's got the short cross covered by Decenty back in Graffiti. And a double monster setup. Furia have their eyes on the prize. But patience is the name of the game for Delusion.
Patience either which way. There's ZMB. He'll wait here all damn day for mid peaks. Oh. They're taunting him. Oh, they bait the shot out. Lomic gets a shot off. Knows about this AWP now. Meanwhile, kills coming in down here towards B. It's all getting a bit up in the air as the trades are found in Monster. Nice bit of re-aggression with the flash. ZMB has opened up a path to rotate and really has just cut this round in half, man. Furia, they might have to start to pull players up towards A because VP Prodigy have realized they've seen 3 bodies down towards that B bomb site now. Lomic is trying to secure all this A control while it's available. And this is suddenly a nice spot for VP Prodigy. It's been a very dynamic round as far as they come, right? A lot of moving parts in this one.
CT plant as well, that's so huge because look at the rotate from Furia. Everyone came through connector. I actually love they're going long. This is like the most mental thing. The issue is, while it would catch VP off guard if they're in sight, they're not in sight, Harry. They're playing for the bomb. They're tucked in CT spawn. They know the Furia have to be coming from short along, so they're just waiting for that tab. Kit's available. Double up for Cheerful out of nowhere, and suddenly this round falls apart for Furia. They looked so good. They looked in control, and now they just have to save the AWP on ZMB. Nothing he can do. That really hurts. Cheerful just lines up a double, and Furia cut off at long. Falls short yet again. 7 rounds on this T side, and that's already an excellent half, and we are nowhere near done.
It's a crying shame because the move from ZMB and Con to take short, right, to double peek into that with the flash, that was the move that disrupted the B play, and that looked like a real defining moment of the round. However, dedicating all those resources to stopping the B play kind of hung you out to dry for a quick A rotation. You were really hoping that VP just doubled down on the B commitment after a bit of delay. With that not happening, Furia now only have this hero AWP to rely on, and they're about to get dealt what looks like an all-in B play from the get-go.
Yeah. VP are really good at this, just charging out Monster. Lovely Deegan response, and you're probably not ready for a double short setup. Make that a quad short setup in a second as the rotates come down Con. They actually bail out with the bomb. Going back to that A site, AWP is posted on Monster, but a missed shot, and you only had one chance against Cheerful. Out he goes. Maybe able to grab that AWP back and set up for A, but running all the way from B up through mid, in down Con, Delusion is cut off rotates. This is really weird now, though, because while Furia have realized this, the bomb may be up long, but it's currently alone.
A very minor detail, but one that could prove to be drastically important. There was a kit on ZMB when retrieving the AWP, because you don't know the position of Cheerful anymore, they didn't swing wide to grab it. If this comes down to a retake where Furia could win it, those extra 5 seconds can make all the difference, right? Yeah. When you're splitting some very fine hairs like this.
Delusion heard the rotates up CT, Harry, so that's why this bomb from long has come all the way back down to B, and Furia have actually vacated the site. They may be here, they may be in CT, but they're desperately trying to regain the ground they just lost.
Oh, there's Decenty with one. He has delivered in spades in this round, and now it's HPS's turn. It's down to this 1v1. Illusion, chance to get that bomb planted. He's in the smoke, and Cowes sneaking up. Cyclops mode already scoped in, doesn't want to give a noise cue. They've just skirted on by one another, trading places. Delusion's got no idea, and Cowes has seen him. He's got the info, he's got the drop. Eventually might turn to check short, but no. It's a blindsiding onto Delusion, and Cowes locks it in. Furia up onto 5.
He probably thinks he came from short, to be honest, with that kind of timing. Absolutely miraculous. I'm very fortunate he spotted him as well, otherwise he wouldn't know whether he got pit or monster.
I'm glad it didn't come down to like some really tight round, because then that kit drop like would have made all the damn difference. Look, you can see it get lost there.
He couldn't get it, as you said. Was the safe play to just avoid it. Seen some sick shots out of everyone though, right? People come to play today. First game for both these rosters in Group B. Center B still AWPing. No such quite weapon on the VP side. They're actually on Mac 10s on 2. They've got to keep it fast. Crawling through Con, door smoke in. Just in case it gets naded, so often to see from CT sides to get more info when they have short water, even just to spam more damage from B safely. Especially with A1S's, spamming is so much more potent because you don't know the exact direction the bullets are coming from. With AKs, you can often fire back. VP, they click on, now they just go down to B. Boosting, they'll find nothing, right? It's been the constant same setups. Double monster with Decenty at Graffiti holding the short walk. It's a little dangerous. You can get pretty far out short before Decenty can see you, but I'm sure if he gets the kill quickly, it's no problem. And VP are likely to telegraph this B play before they commit.
Yeah, one of the Molotovs a team like Gambit would throw here is one that actually lands in Monster to try and displace this close wall player back towards Pillar and into the boost. Would have loved to have seen something like that out of VP Prodigy there, but they just don't have the resources for it. Out through short they go. This one's got to be done with the guns, and the guns alone. And while they're cut down at the first hurdle, it is just Result left. And even though he's given us some real nice moments, this is a real rough spot to find yourself in. Last time he was here, he was able to get away with what was the 1-on-3, and he's looking to repeat it. Last man's up in heaven. Result so aware, and this B site is his playground. He takes them all out of it. It smiles all around for Result again, mate. Do not let this guy get into clutch situations on B. He looks so comfortable with these angles, so aware with how they're going to poise for a retake. beautiful scenes. That's now his second, you know, admittedly, the other one was a 2-on-3,
sure.
but no help from Rufire in that whole ordeal, right? And Rufire's also got one frag. It wasn't him at all.
Here's what I mean about this setup, right? Like, Decent may have a sick round where he gets a double, but he gets flashed off, and you see those players run out short and insta-clear monster. They've started to realize what setups Furia are running towards B, because they're not changing in the 3-man B holds. It's double monster, it's Decenty Graffiti. They flash him, they clear the first player, and yes, Decenty doubles up, but, you know, you need more cover on short. You need more, you know, you can't let, you know, VP run out short and kill your monster players like that. Nothing decent he could do. He's blind, for crying out loud, but yeah, it's just a problem with the setup at that point. VP have figured it out, and you need something new if you're Furia. Running out of rounds to play with 2 left in the half, and this money is no better either. Double rifle, triple deagle, and you're hoping for the best. If you lose this, it's a sure 10-5 for VP. Excellent T-half right now. Furia starting to bottom out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wow. Result. Stay away from his B site.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's so scary, isn't it? Also, like, pushing that monster smoke. Oh, hang on a moment. Bruninho's giving it a go as well.
Okay, I like this.
He's hit a good timing, though, yeah.
Yeah.
They are aware of this possibility.
How?
Look
They
at
just
it, bro.
cleared it.
Oh. Does take one with him, right? And it's a big kill. It's Result. Someone who's been a real key component of the success of VP Prodigy so far has been snuffed out. But leaving yourselves in a 2-on-4, not really a lot of room. What I was going to say is, you know, pushing that monster tunnel, it's always scary because, as I think it was like Flusher showed ages ago, there was a big clip. If you're shooting the ground and kicking up dust, even if you throw a nade in, which is exactly what happened there, it kicks up the dust in the tunnel, and you can see right through that smoke.
Have not had to say Lomic's name much, but that's a very nice shot onto the A site. That's the best rifle as well gone.
It's kind of cool to see what he's doing. Like, Lomic is essentially both your kind of your ace up the sleeve in a lot of these rounds, and he's also someone who's causing chaos in the rounds where, you know, you don't fall back to him. So often he has been like lurking in these in this A bomb site during the B hits, you know, trying to get away with applying pressure here, misdirecting Furia. And as mentioned, it leaves that backup plan of, you know, Lomic, he says, boys, I'm in A, right? They've fully rotated down towards B, but you can always react to that later in the round as a result. Nice to see he's like very dynamic as well, right? Because you touched upon it earlier. He used to be like the guy donning that AWP, but we've seen that switch on up.
I'm not arguing against that either with what we've gotten out of Delusion in just a few rounds so far. He's had some big ones, had a 4K in there as well. Very fast. But the hallmark of a good team is, you know, a team that's able to do it on the fly and switch it up. Even see Rufire AWPing on low health. VP, same goal in mind, and, you know, 3 seasons with the same 4-man core is certainly going to bring some synergy into this team. Right now, Furia, the worst case scenario that we prophesized, no money in this last round. They are just on desperate deegs.
Man, one of the other things as well, like, for anyone who isn't familiar with VP Prodigy, obviously Rufire comes in as, he was the oldest guy in the league. I think he was 26, if I'm not mistaken, but Sotfik did actually take that title away from him now at 27. However, you know, second oldest player here, he's the dude who's going to be like, you know, your experienced voice. He doesn't really put up incredible numbers, but that's not why he's here. He's the guy calling the shots. He's the one making sure everyone's on the same page. And it kind of makes me feel like I'm in a bit of a time capsule, because this VP Prodigy squad can sometimes feel like, you know, the old style of Counter-Strike where your IGL was this low impact, low fragging player whose main responsibility was just directing the flow of the game. Delusion's AWP lighting up this round here. It's a treat to watch. The Deagles in B have so often served Furia well, and this round is no exception to that rule. However, HPS should get dealt with here. And it's all starting to tumble apart. They're going to try and catch this AWP in con. Bruninho's hit a good timing as well. Oh, did they see him? They saw him on the jump up. That's brutal.
Ouch.
And so just Decency left. 1v3. Doesn't know where the AWP's got to. Doesn't know where these players in the site are. Seems aware. Seems cognizant of that AWP's reposition. So he will catch Delusion. But the information goes both ways. VP Prodigy now, eyes on 2 Monster, and they swing it together. Play that perfectly. Double digits to close out that first half of play.
Crikey, it's a 4-man auto. Is that
Yeah.
real? Are we real right now, Harry?
HBS, Cowers, Decency, and Delusion all auto-muted.
What?
So add them to the list with Nipple and Colors.
How do you have 3 auto mutes on one team? We need to really do some background checks. We need to be contacting their parents. This is crazy. 3 auto. What have they done? I guess they're just sick and they're getting reported for being nuts, right? You hope.
Yeah, you hope.
Yeah, you
That's
hope.
what it is,
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna err to the side of caution. But that's crazy. 3 on one team is mad. That's like you load into a pug, you see 3 of your teammates ultimately, you go, well, what am I going to do here? Either they're sick or I'm in trouble. But yeah, I mean, VP right now, they're the ones who are sick. Toilet break.
That's someone who had to go pee right there, isn't
Run!
it?
I got the
We've all
round.
been
Go!
there. Sprinting off.
It's pretty chill
Actually,
right now.
there is the belief
Yeah.
that needing to urinate
Okay.
improves your gameplay.
I don't think so. Maybe it's like, you know, drinking and like playing. Like maybe there's like a certain limit and then there's a cutoff where it's just distracting, you know?
No.
No.
Because the way that it works, right,
Okay.
is to try and focus on not urinating, you become like hyper fixated. And also you're hyper fixated on the idea of like, let's win, because when we win, I relieve this feeling.
I don't co-sign this this theory. This is just a working theory right now. It's our working theory. No, it's your working theory. It's not mine. I don't co-sign. But let's see what VP think. Let's see if they are all ready to go in the second half.
Что и все.
Давай.
Ебашим.
Может что-то поменяться, сильно не агритесь, окей?
Вань, бьешь их сразу?
Послушай, что.
Я послушаю, я тоже не хочу бить. Не слышь. Выше, мидл,
Нихуя.
хуя.
Люткер
Да.
Б есть при фастмейн.
Останется кто-то, Жень.
Ну ладно, я останусь.
Я дал.
ДДЛ, да, в ухо убьешь.
Банан на хп.
Идем. Я на руфу встану.
Я за двойными.
Остановись.
Да,
Один.
могут регрупп сделать.
Можно к Жаке уйду?
В туалете, один в туалете.
Много.
2 дел.
И 2
Я
банана.
смотрю туалеты.
Бегут уже по левой стенке один. Упорим уже
Может не 2, Жень,
Бегут,
может не
бегут.
2. пиши.
Уходит?
Дел не смотрю, хуёво.
Он прям шел, он уже близко, Дэл. Это А должно быть.
Дел
Да,
вышел, помоги.
Помоги.
Можешь не пикать.
Банан.
Банан? Нет?
Красавцы.
Нет, не банан.
Был Дэл давно.
Вижу.
Дел нет.
Походу банан.
I love the cut-off.
Yeah, no, that was like a perfectly cut screen
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I'll do a proper version.
No, it's
I
fine.
won't.
That was pretty good. Yeah, nice shots though. Just classic USPs back at the bomb site. It seemed like Furia didn't really have much to show there. Just running it dry into A, and well, everyone was there. What
Well,
more can you do?
USP theory. Right there. He was
Nice, yeah.
11-5 and a little tack timeout. Actually, for VP Prodigy.
Oh, sweaty. I like it. Maybe it's a toilet break. Who knows?
He did like the infamous get half of it out, come back, play the pistol, sprint back.
You seem to be an expert on bladders. I don't want to know any more.
am,
Harry. Yeah, let's.
Well, Hugo, mate, you
No.
can't relate because you only have a ghoul bladder. Because you're a ghoul, get it?
Yeah, ghoul. Yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah.
ghoul.
Ghoul. Nice.
Ooh.
That looks
I
like
find
a
you
real.
very draining. I
It's a
find you
real
very
2D drain.
find you very
there.
grating.
Shut up.
I don't give a truck, mate.
I was waiting for it. Oh, someone mute this guy. Oh wait, I can. 11-5 though, and Furia, they've got to take the eco here. No bomb plant, no real reason to force, and you want your gun rounds as soon as possible with this kind of detriment and in the scoreline. Lovely grenade. Slam dunk, team kill, my frag, says Rooffire. He's got only 5 kills, so he wants a couple more. Everyone's after it right now.
They're so bloodthirsty.
Yeah.
They didn't care who they
at
were
Roof.
killing in that, man.
That's great. Good old Rooffire.
He won like the hearts of the people
Yeah.
in season 1,
Yeah.
definitely. And he invented the Mag 7 cave.
Yeah.
Mm.
No one's quite done it like him.
No
ever
one's done it
since.
like, to be fair, like...
Yeah, no, that's not even a troll.
No, right?
It's not a troll.
It's
Yeah.
not like, yeah, he's pretty good at it and he was like the first guy to kind of do it all the time. No, he is absolutely cracked. So let's go listen into Fury, because they're pretty cracked too.
Apaguei. Mandei balão. Manga pra briga,
Não tem balão,
né?
não tem balão.
Só pão. Vamos. Smoke e bolo B.
Play piche.
Vai no
Dois
walk, vai no
smoke.
walk. Dá clear piche e depois abre pra liga.
Quebrar a porta da liga, mano. Mano.
Tô indo pra A já, tá?
Já clear piche aqui. Piche colada.
Piche, sanduíche.
Marta,
Mais um
sanduíche,
piche, mais um piche. Não piche, guys. Terminado.
E aí, pelo fundo?
Ah, vai abrir aqui.
Chegando. Nada. Vamos dar clear pitch aqui, tá?
Bora. Na da árvore. Dá dele no pixel em cima do lixo no pique, no piche.
Vou rasgar aqui.
Vai, 1, 2, 3, bora. Vai no fundo no walk aí.
Tá.
Abre o fundo, Zica. Boa.
Certo.
Vai ser. Eu não liga jogar aqui, Bruninho.
Vou smocar info aqui do fundo, tá?
Morou.
10 segundos. Dá...
É verdade, 30
Tô jogando no
segundos.
banheiro, tô jogando no banheiro.
Tá, vou
Tá
jogar
na mão
fundo.
aí, pode estar avançando aí.
Tá na direita. Vou pegar uma mola, vou molar banco, tá?
Morou.
Vou abrir... Aí, a mola.
Sobe.
Boa.
Guarda.
Caminhão.
Tá aqui,
Smoquei.
chegando. Passei pra direitinha, velho.
Plantei, tá?
Morou. Só vaza pra ganhar um X
Sim,
aqui,
sim,
eu tô no
sim.
direitinho.
Passei nada lixeira, provável banco, tá?
Sim.
No contato do Cauê já.
Costa.
Ué.
Boa, esquerda,
Ah.
esquerda, Bruninho.
Vai.
Sim. Fica no meu contato com ele.
Isso, tá.
no meu
Tô
contato.
fechado.
Boa.
Boa, caralho.
Massive round for Fury. That's a do or die round, Harry. That's the game right there. If VP win it, likely they just roll over the rest of the map for Fury Academy. But now we can keep believing. First gun round their way. Paramatch odds still not looking any better.
No,
They may be the worst we've seen
they are the worst we've seen.
in what is supposed to be a competitive series.
Yeah, that is incredibly one-sided. I was not ready for them to look like that.
They can always get better. Although Delusion's got the AWP right in this round. Bit of a weaker buy, but he's made sure he's got his weapon of choice. ZMB on a Mac 10. Hardly as fortunate.
A little attempt at a mid-split here. Right, trying to take con control, clear that out. Gives you a lot more security in working middle, especially with that toilet smoke down. Right, you no longer have to worry about the only other angle that is going unchecked. However, VP Prodigy is set up nicely to deal with something like this. With through fire here, even one kill would have been lovely. It's damage, and at least Delusions kept this in a 4-on-4. You might not be ready for Lomik, also back in the long toilets. He has the drop on the first man. Oh, makes it a triple. All the stars align for Lomik, and that's the bomb as well. Can he make it magic number 4? He knows this last man's here. Bruninho chasing down the toilet player has been able to quell the threat that put a stop to the rest of his team. However, can't get past that AWP of Delusion. And this A-hold, mate, of Lomik and Delusion working in tandem is starting to look like a thing of beauty.
Yeah, we talked about how this roster is, again, very similar to even Season 1. It's kept the same 4 at least, and it's just swapped out that 5th player every season. But VP, these guys on the cams are like really good together. They look like they're having fun. When we heard voice comms and pistol, they were shouting, they were screaming, and yeah, everyone seems to have good chemistry right now. So I'm actually really excited for VP in this season, especially in Group B, right? Main threats being likely Spirit and Mal's NXT, but I guess you could even put Eternal Fire into that ring as well today.
That eternal ring of fire.
Yes.
And it burns.
Burning
That ring of fire is cheerful. He's going to get burned by ZMB. And do you just want to go on the back of that? I mean, that's one of these hero guns opening up the round. The temptation must be there, but they're going to stave off that temptation for now. Instead, waiting to see if they can reap the results of this boost. And I like this call. I love this patience. You know, but Resalt's one step ahead. Y'all know he runs the B site. Resalt in with a double, make it a third. He's tearing through Furia Academy. Come on, my son, give us a bit more. He's on for the ace. Can he get it? All
Don't
five.
steal it.
Through fire, I swear to God, don't you dare. He steals it. What?
I thought he was setting him up.
It looked like he was as well.
Through the
It looked like
nade.
he was still. Great round for Resalt.
Woo. I thought he was just trying to be a helpful
Through
hand.
fire.
No.
He giveth and he taketh away.
Well, you know, we saw him early. He team killed for those ecos, Harry. This guy wants every frag he can get.
Not a selfless idea. Right?
8 and 15. How dare you, Roof?
Oh, that's wow. That's really
Resalt's
beautiful.
having a hell of a game. Nice stats there for him. Numbers are lovely. 21 and 11. And yeah, round MVP for Resalt. Maybe game MVP, Harry. What do you think?
It's yes. And here he is again. Another chance of the ace. No, lots of damage and a TK in the mix. So much damage.
That could have been everything.
Could have been.
Could have, should have, would have.
But instead, right, they've gotten out with these AKs. They're down to Clown. They're making quick work at this B-site defense, but it just keeps growing more heads. Every time you cut one off of this Hydra, 2 more grow back. So you've got to get out of there if you're Furia Academy. You're feeling nervous now.
Oh, sick flick.
Last thing you expect is for another player to go re-peeking into that, especially with the AWP.
And the whole time Rufire's making noise, he's running, he's shooting, he's reloading, he's giving the attention away. Last thing Furia expect. It will be a re-aggro into B. Delusion though, he's on the right angle. He's timing, looks away and almost flicks back in the last second. Now it's Rufire. All right, you want frags, mate. Well, now you got to earn them. 1v1 to keep this game going, to lock out 15 rounds, and he's a whiff spray. It's Decenty to take it back. Definitely one of the guys, you know, from the first Season 1 Furia roster that impressed us the most, alongside Pyria, I'd say. Decenty certainly looks like a good play. He's had a slow start.
Yeah, if anything, I think it was just decently a drop as the two standouts, right? And I think that's why, like, I think it was, I swear Maui said this. I don't want to put words in his mouth, so Maui, please tell me if I'm wrong. But I swear originally, Maui said he thought Decently could have also been someone who you could just plug and play into that alongside like a drop character.
Well, he's a big Pyria fan as well, so I imagine Maui's Brazilian list
I
goes
think if
long.
anything, Pyria, we had high hopes, but if anything, felt a little underwhelming. In my eyes.
At times. His peak was good, though. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard to be consistent, even at this level. But it is nice to see how, you know, because we do Season 1, we drop out for Season 2, come back, and you can just see the difference in level between these players, these teams, you know, some of the same faces, some of the new ones, upgrades. Like the changes, there were definitely players I think that we thought in Season 1 that just weren't cut out.
Yeah, I mean, dude, even this VP Prodigy squad, like as a team, you know, they looked pretty shoddy in Season 1. They had nice ideas, and I can agree with Pimp said in relation to like maybe they play better than like what their rounds showed, but there's no excuse. You know, at the end of the day, if you're losing rounds, you should be winning. That's more of a problem than it is, you know, something to
you don't want to give
to write home about.
Credit, yeah.
And so, you know, I think they were the team that could have fallen apart post Season 1 or could have rebuilt stronger. And it does feel like they're looking better and better, right? I'm really liking the game that we're getting out of them here.
Well, it's like playing the long game. It's not like they're scrapping the roster after a bad season.
Exactly,
they're just changing out that last piece. Here we go, though. A-Take. Furia have this site, but they know Long is corrupted. But do they know by how many? 2 CTs here. Cheerful trying to come up through bank. The AWP in toilet on full health. Lonic backs up. They come to him. Good shot, but traded by Cowards. He gets an AWP as well. Cheerful won't let him go far with it. One man in the site. HPS holding on strong. The AWP is still coming in, this time from Long now, and they don't know about it. HPS, he's locked out on the angle. Cheerful falls, and the AWP is low. It might have to run away. Furia are doing their best to keep this game alive, and they're doing a good job at it. 8 rounds now. Oh, he even scoped, but Decenty is very quick and won't let him escape with his rifle, his AWP. So 8 rounds to Furia, still such a long road to recovery. Got them kicks. Got that suede
Suede. Is that the material we're
Yeah,
reckoning?
definitely, yeah. Without a doubt. Let's not zoom in or question.
I don't know. You wouldn't wear suede boots to a combat situation. I'm just going to throw that one out there. I feel like that would ruin the boot.
You would if you're stylish, Harry. You wouldn't get it, though.
Pulling up to the war in my Yeezys, you know?
Ugg boots are pretty warm in the trenches, man. Who knows? Oh, dearie me.
That'll be the next thing CS add, man.
Ugg
Because
boots.
trainers are like a big deal anyway. You know, everyone loves trainers.
Sure. How long do you spend staring at feet in the game? Well, I guess it varies person to person.
Not long, but like,
Yeah.
you might not ever take your knife out really either. So people spend a lot of money on that.
I don't know. If you don't take your knife out, what are you doing?
No, that's true. You know, like, why have a skin for guns you don't use? You know, you have like I bet you have a skin for like the
I just get for every gun.
M249.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
But it
How
cost me
often
like
do you use it?
50, it's like 50p, and it's like a full black, like almost like the Slate AK. It's a full black skin.
I know.
I buy it when
think
I'm
you're talking
trolling,
Through your
so-
ass, man.
I don't know, man. Don't tell me what I am or where I'm talking. If anything, that's even more impressive.
Yeah. Gross though.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Little pop flash setup for your peek through monster. You would love to catch decency moving in. You would love it. And yeah, the flash works wonders. You go 1 for 1, you'll take that in a round like this.
Still A though, isn't it?
Yeah, not going to change that anytime soon. However, they will telegraph the approach. It's not like they're playing contact on this one. They've thrown in this smoke, and Delusion's caught the info that this is the A play. Sadly, can't get anything done with that scout. Wasn't really in a position to do so, and that's going to be the save call for VP Prodigy, just ducking out of there, giving over 9 rounds to Furia Academy.
Yeah, good body block from HPS. Only way that round can be lost right there is if the con flank was there, and the planter got killed. But yeah, a little room for things to go wrong, but nothing problematic for Furia. They are building back 3 in a row now. At what point do we get worried for VP? Obviously still looking for a future gun round. Last couple buys have been lacking somewhat. But getting out with an AK, an MP9, a Deagle, still a chance to keep the damage up. As long as you're chipping away, taking guns away, saving weapons, you're playing the long game. And that's the goal here for VP. But you want to get that 15th soon. Furia. I mean, there's no reason not to believe at this point. Had a really rough game, but your second wind is here. Set him beyond the orb. Yet again.
See, something I do recall about VP from Season 1 is that, like, and this ties into the comments that Pimp has made as well, is that, like, there were games that they could have and perhaps should have won, and then they didn't. And I don't want that to be the downfall again, right? Exactly. Especially when, you know, you're 3 seasons deep now. You'd like to think that that's something you can try to get a handle of. Here's a little fast B pop out of Furia Academy. Lomic up close, and he's dead already. HPS might be blind, the guy's still fragging. Cheerful's Deagle, good for 2 of his own. Into the stack, into the Lion's Den. And they're getting mauled on the side of Furia. These Panthers need to fight back, need to bite back. And they can't find angles. These Deagles are just whittling them down. Low HP on nearly everyone. And there's Result lining up the double once again. The King of B is back on his throne, and that's 15 for VP Prodigy.
And look at the armory they leave with. Orb double AK, and yeah, that was desperate for Fury. Good utility from VP. They are starting 4B in many of these rounds, even in the previous as well, where Furia sent 2 players in and then went for an A take. VP just ready, man, constantly re-flashing Monster. They have that electronic smoke in, so Furia can't even pick the fights they want towards Heaven or Pit. Lets those Deagles kind of go where they want, run around Pillar and Default. VP just loose on the B-bomb site and now armed to the teeth. 15-9, ready to close. We don't even have the orb for ZMB either. Problems are arising and solutions are probably too late.
It's such a shame as well, right? Because geez, this is intense.
Yeah. Don't blink.
Hello.
I'm going to lose.
Sarah, please step away from the glass. Man, this is kind of brutal, though. Furia, they tried to change the pace up. You know, they were hoping, like, yeah, deal him a little B play, get him anxious about the B site, keep winning. Well, it dug them their grave, perhaps. They're going to likely go back towards this mid control. It was seeing them have a lot of success from it. ZMB leading the charge. First man in versus Roofire. Holds Mouse 1 and reaps the reward. Delusion with the batter.
How did he get
one to the grave with him? Lomic now up and over the dice box. Oh, Snake Eye is here. Lomic on for 2, and now just Bruninho 1v3.
Yeah, lovely one-way for Lomic. They're ready for that, and he's even repositioned, but the barrel, the silencer sticks out, and Brunino didn't realize. 16-9, and it's going to be VP taking that first map. Furia, they had a bit of a second wind at the end. They locked in a couple of rounds.